sanity,
正気、
regain sanity, regain sanity. Question her sanity, question her sanity. Loss of sanity, loss of sanity. Nationwide,
全国的な、全国的に、
nationwide campaign, nationwide campaign. Broadcast nationwide, broadcast nationwide. Nationwide protest, nationwide protest. Legacy,
遺産、
family legacy, family legacy. Cultural legacy, cultural legacy. Leave a legacy, leave a legacy. Shove,
押す、強く押すこと、
shove him aside, shove him aside. Give a shove, give a shove. Shove into the room, shove into the room. Adjustable,
調節可能な、
adjustable chair, adjustable chair. Adjustable strap, adjustable strap. Height adjustable, height adjustable. Disabled,
障害のある、無効にされた、
disabled access, disabled access. Mentally disabled, mentally disabled. Support disabled people, support disabled people. Lure,
誘い込む、誘惑、
lure customers, lure customers. Lure with money, lure with money. Bait or lure, bait or lure. Expanse,
広がり、広大な空間、
open expanse, open expanse. Vast expanse, vast expanse. Expanse of land, expanse of land. Smuggle,
密輸する、
smuggle drugs, smuggle drugs. Smuggle across the border, smuggle across the border. Caught smuggling, caught smuggling. Endorse,
支持する、裏書きする、
endorse a candidate, endorse a candidate. Endorse the policy, endorse the policy. Celebrity endorsement, celebrity endorsement. Novice,
初心者、
novice driver, novice driver. A complete novice, a complete novice. Novice at cooking, novice at cooking. Deprivation,
欠如、奪われること、
sleep deprivation, sleep deprivation. Economic deprivation, economic deprivation. Suffer deprivation, suffer deprivation. Breach,
違反、破る、
breach of contract, breach of contract. Security breach, security breach. Breach the wall, breach the wall. Compelling,
説得力のある、
compelling argument, compelling argument, compelling reason, compelling reason, compelling story, compelling story, conspicuous,
目立つ、顕著な、
conspicuous change, conspicuous change, conspicuous success, conspicuous success, stand in a conspicuous place, stand in a conspicuous place, barren,
男爵、大物、
oil baron, oil baron, baron of industry, baron of industry, title of baron, title of baron, trot,
早足で歩く、早足、
trot around the field, trot around the field, trot the horse, trot the horse, break into a trot, break into a trot, supposedly,
おそらく、
supposedly safe, supposedly safe, supposedly true, supposedly true, supposedly from France, supposedly from France, mother-in-law,
義母、
visit mother-in-law, visit mother-in-law, talk with my mother-in-law, talk with my mother-in-law, mother-in-law's advice, mother-in-law's advice, frail,
弱い、壊れやすい、
frail old man, frail old man, frail health, frail health, frail bones, frail bones, withhold,
差し控える、
withhold information, withhold information, withhold consent, withhold consent, withhold payment, withhold payment, affirmative,
肯定的な、賛成の、
affirmative answer, affirmative answer, give an affirmative nod, give an affirmative nod, affirmative response, affirmative response, spouse,
配偶者、
married spouse, married spouse, spouse visa, spouse visa, talk with my spouse, talk with my spouse, consolidate,
統合する、強化する、
consolidate companies, consolidate companies, consolidate power, consolidate power, consolidate debt, consolidate debt, attic,
屋根裏、
store in the attic, store in the attic, climb to the attic, climb to the attic, dusty attic, dusty attic, hinge,
蝶つがい、用、
door hinge, door hinge, hinge squeaks, hinge squeaks, hinge of the argument, hinge of the argument, quota,
割り当て、ノルマ、
sales quota, sales quota, reach the quota, Reach the quota. Quota system. Quota system. Creed.
信条、
Religious creed. Religious creed. Live by one's creed. Live by one's creed. Moral creed. Moral creed. Endow.
寄付する、授ける。
Endow a university. Endow a university. Endowed with talent. Endowed with talent. Endow a fund. Endow a fund. Stammer.
口ごもる、どもり。
Stammer nervously. Stammer nervously. Stammer reply. Stammer reply. Child with a stammer. Child with a stammer. Irrelevant.
無関係な。
Irrelevant comment. Irrelevant comment. Irrelevant to the topic. Irrelevant to the topic. Deemed irrelevant. Deemed irrelevant. Radiation.
放射線、放射。
Radiation exposure. Radiation exposure. Solar radiation. Solar radiation. Radiation therapy. Radiation therapy. Questionnaire.
アンケート、
Fill out a questionnaire. Fill out a questionnaire. Customer questionnaire. Customer questionnaire. Distribute questionnaires. Distribute questionnaires. Realism.
現実主義、写実主義。
Artistic realism. Artistic realism. Political realism. Political realism. Approach with realism. Approach with realism. Bleak.
暗い、希望のない。
Bleak future. Bleak future. Bleak landscape. Bleak landscape. Bleak situation. Bleak situation. Adverse.
不利な、有害な。
Adverse effects. Adverse effects. Adverse conditions. Adverse conditions. Adverse reaction. Adverse reaction. Theft.
盗み、窃盗。
Car theft. Car theft. Charged with theft. Charged with theft. Prevent theft. Prevent theft. Lunar.
月の、
Lunar surface. Lunar surface. Lunar calendar. Lunar calendar. Lunar mission. Lunar mission. Coalition.
連立、連合。
Form a coalition. Form a coalition. Coalition government. Coalition government. Coalition partners. Coalition partners. Barren.
不毛の実を結ばない。
Barren land. Barren land. Barren tree. Barren tree. Barren result. Barren result. Transparency.
透明性、
Financial transparency. Financial transparency. Demand transparency. Demand transparency. Transparency in government. Transparency in government. Afflict.
苦しめる、
Afflict the population. Afflict the population. Afflicted by disease. Afflicted by disease. Afflict the poor. Afflict the poor. Bishop.
司教、
Catholic bishop. Catholic bishop. Appoint a bishop. Appoint a bishop. Bishop's authority. Bishop's authority. Clarity.
明確さ、透明度、
Clarity of speech. Clarity of speech. Lack of clarity. Lack of clarity. Bring clarity. Bring clarity. Disability.
障害、
Physical disability. Physical disability. Disability benefit. Disability benefit. Learning disability. Learning disability. Plea.
嘆願、申し立て、
Make a plea. Make a plea. Plea for help. Plea for help. Enter a plea. Enter a plea. Brink.
瀬戸際、淵、
On the brink of war. On the brink of war. Brink of collapse. Brink of collapse. Brink of success. Brink of success. Compile.
編集する、まとめる、
Compile data. Compile data. Compile a report. Compile a report. Compile a book. Compile a book. Confinement.
閉じ込め、出産、
Solitary confinement. Solitary confinement. House confinement. House confinement. During her confinement. During her confinement. Clasp.
留め金、しっかり握る、
Clasp hands. Clasp hands. Silver clasp. Silver clasp. Clasp the bag shut. Clasp the bag shut. Entrepreneur.
起業家、
Young entrepreneur. Young entrepreneur. Successful entrepreneur. Successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneur spirit. Entrepreneur spirit. Encyclopedia.
百科事典、
Online encyclopedia. Online encyclopedia. Look up in the encyclopedia. Look up in the encyclopedia. Encyclopedia entry. Encyclopedia entry. Compassion.
思いやり、
Show compassion. Show compassion. Compassion for others. Compassion for others. Act with compassion. Act with compassion. Recipient.
受取人、
Award recipient. Award recipient. Recipient of the letter. Recipient of the letter. Scholarship recipient. Scholarship recipient. Aspire.
熱望する。
Aspire to greatness. Aspire to greatness. Aspire to become. Aspire to become. Aspire for success. Aspire for success. Galaxy.
銀河、星の集まり。
Distant galaxy. Distant galaxy. Galaxy of stars. Galaxy of stars. The Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy. Snort.
鼻を鳴らす、鼻息。
Snort and laughter. Snort and laughter. Snort in anger. Snort in anger. A loud snort. A loud snort. Amid.
の中で。
Amid the chaos. Amid the chaos. Amid tears. Amid tears. Amid applause. Amid applause. Humidity.
湿度。
High humidity. High humidity. Measure humidity. Measure humidity. Humidity level. Humidity level. Relevance.
関連性。
Relevance to the topic. Relevance to the topic. Lack of relevance. Lack of relevance. Cultural relevance. Cultural relevance. Judicial.
司法の、裁判の。
Judicial system. Judicial system. Judicial authority. Judicial authority. Judicial review. Judicial review. Extinct.
絶滅した。
Extinct species. Extinct species. Go extinct. Go extinct. Almost extinct. Almost extinct. Clench.
握りしめる、食いしばる。
Clench a fist. Clench a fist. Clench teeth. Clench teeth. Clench in anger. Clench in anger. Integrate.
統合する、溶け込ませる。
Integrate systems. Integrate systems. Integrate into society. Integrate into society. Fully integrated. Fully integrated. Coincidence.
偶然の一致。
Pure coincidence. Pure coincidence. Strange coincidence. Strange coincidence. Coincidence of events. Coincidence of events. Wag.
振る、振ること。
Wag a tail. Wag a tail. Wag a finger. Wag a finger. Dog wagging. Dog wagging. Conspire.
共謀する。
Conspire to commit. Conspire to commit. Conspire against. conspire against, secretly conspire, secretly conspire, dough,
パンセチ、金、
knead the dough, knead the dough, roll out the dough, roll out the dough, make a lot of dough, make a lot of dough, congregation,
集会、改修、
church congregation, church congregation, address the congregation, address the congregation, gathering of the congregation, gathering of the congregation, accumulation,
蓄積、累積、
accumulation of wealth, accumulation of wealth, fat accumulation, fat accumulation, gradual accumulation, gradual accumulation, relish,
味わう、風味、
relish the moment, relish the moment, eat with relish, eat with relish, relish the challenge, relish the challenge, bully,
いじめっ子、いじめる、
school bully, school bully, bully someone online, bully someone online, stand up to a bully, stand up to a bully, migration,
移動、移住、
bird migration, bird migration, human migration, human migration, seasonal migration, seasonal migration, sprawl,
手足を伸ばして座る、だらしない格好、
urban sprawl, urban sprawl, sprawl on the sofa, sprawl on the sofa, sprawl of buildings, sprawl of buildings, compress,
圧縮する、縮める、
compress a file, compress a file, compress data, compress data, compress with pressure, compress with pressure, superstitious,
迷信を信じる、
superstitious belief, superstitious belief, highly superstitious, highly superstitious, superstitious behavior, superstitious behavior, aging,
老化、老化の、
signs of aging, signs of aging, aging population, aging population, aging skin, aging skin, irrational,
非合理的な、
irrational fear, irrational fear, irrational behavior, irrational behavior, completely irrational, completely irrational, stroll,
ぶらつく、散歩、
take a stroll, take a stroll, evening stroll, evening stroll, stroll in the park, stroll in the park, sculptor,
彫刻家、
famous sculptor, famous sculptor, stone sculptor, stone sculptor, Meet the sculptor. Meet the sculptor. Congressional.
議会の、
Congressional meeting. Congressional meeting. Congressional hearing. Congressional hearing. Congressional district. Congressional district. Prickly.
トゲのある、怒りっぽい。
Prickly plant. Prickly plant. Prickly feeling. Prickly feeling. Prickly mood. Prickly mood. Degradation.
劣化、低下。
Environmental degradation. Environmental degradation. Moral degradation. Moral degradation. Degradation of quality. Degradation of quality. Authentic.
本物の、信頼できる。
Authentic experience. Authentic experience. Authentic signature. Authentic signature. Authentic dish. Authentic dish. Enroll.
登録する、入学する。
Enroll in school. Enroll in school. Enroll a course. Enroll a course. Newly enrolled students. Newly enrolled students. Transplant.
移植する、移植。
Organ transplant. Organ transplant. Transplant a tree. Transplant a tree. Undergo a transplant. Undergo a transplant. Pickpocket.
すり、すりをする。
Skilled pickpocket. Skilled pickpocket. Watch for pickpockets. Watch for pickpockets. Caught a pickpocket. Caught a pickpocket. Contributor.
貢献者、寄稿者。
Regular contributor. Regular contributor. Contributor to success. Contributor to success. Major contributor. Major contributor. Deathbed.
臨終の章。
On his deathbed. On his deathbed. Deathbed confession. Deathbed confession. Deathbed scene. Deathbed scene. Botany.
植物学。
Study botany. Study botany. Botany textbook. Botany textbook. Professor of botany. Professor of botany. Scrub.
ゴシゴシ洗う、すること。
Scrub the floor. Scrub the floor. Scrub hard. Scrub hard. A good scrub. A good scrub. Epidemic.
流行病、流行している。
Flu epidemic. Flu epidemic. Epidemic of fear. Epidemic of fear. Prevent an epidemic. Prevent an epidemic. Audit.
監査する、監査。
Financial audit. Financial audit. Audit the company. Audit the company. Internal audit. Internal audit. Equilibrium.
均衡、平衡。
Maintain equilibrium. Maintain equilibrium. Emotional equilibrium. Emotional equilibrium. Equilibrium point. Equilibrium point. Endanger.
危険にさらす。
Endanger species. Endanger species. Endanger lives. Endanger lives. Endanger the planet. Endanger the planet. Rite.
儀式。
Initiation rite. Initiation rite. Funeral rite. Funeral rite. Performer rite. Performer rite. Buddy.
仲間、相棒。
Best buddy. Best buddy. Gym buddy. Gym buddy. Travel with a buddy. Travel with a buddy. Yearn.
絶望する。
Yearn for peace. Yearn for peace. Yearn to see. Yearn to see. Yearn for freedom. Yearn for freedom. Subside.
収まる、沈下する。
Storm subsides. Storm subsides. Pain subsides. Pain subsides. Floodwaters subside. Floodwaters subside. Sneak.
こっそり動く、こそこそした人。
Sneak out. Sneak out. Sneak into the room. Sneak into the room. Sneak a snack. Sneak a snack. Custody.
交留、養育権。
In police custody. In police custody. Child custody. Child custody. Gain custody. Gain custody. Retailer.
小売業者。
Online retailer. Online retailer. Retailer network. Retailer network. Retailers sell products. Retailers sell products. Pilgrim.
巡礼者。
Religious pilgrim. Religious pilgrim. Pilgrim journey. Pilgrim journey. Group of pilgrims. Group of pilgrims. Volcanic.
火山の。
Volcanic eruption. Volcanic eruption. Volcanic activity. Volcanic activity. Volcanic ash. Volcanic ash. Notify.
通知する。
Notify the police. Notify the police. Notify by email. Notify by email. Notify in advance. Notify in advance. Mow.
芝を刈る。
Mow the lawn. Mow the lawn. Mow regularly. Mow regularly. Grass needs mowing. Grass needs mowing. Turmoil.
混乱、騒動。
Political turmoil. Political turmoil. In turmoil. In turmoil. Economic turmoil. Economic turmoil. Extravagant.
贅沢な、浪費まとな。
Extravagant lifestyle. Extravagant lifestyle. Extravagant gift. Extravagant gift. Be extravagant with money. Be extravagant with money. Anatomy.
解剖学、構造。
Study anatomy. Study anatomy. Human anatomy. Human anatomy. Anatomy class. Anatomy class. Array.
配列、整列させる。
A wide array. A wide array. Array of options. Array of options. Arrayed neatly. Arrayed neatly. Gale.
強風。
Gale force winds. Gale force winds. Caught in a gale. Caught in a gale. Howling gale. Howling gale. Sniff.
匂いを嗅ぐ、くんくん嗅ぐこと。
Sniff the air. Sniff the air. Sniff suspiciously. Sniff suspiciously. Sniff of perfume. Sniff of perfume. Likelihood.
可能性。
High likelihood. High likelihood. Likelihood of rain. Likelihood of rain. Increase the likelihood. Increase the likelihood. Voucher.
引換券、クーポン。
Meal voucher. Meal voucher. Gift voucher. Gift voucher. Redeem a voucher. Redeem a voucher. Dynamics.
力学、動態。
Family dynamics. Family dynamics. Market dynamics. Market dynamics. Social dynamics. Social dynamics. Portfolio.
書類入れ、資産構成。
Investment portfolio. Investment portfolio. Design portfolio. Design portfolio. Diverse portfolio. Diverse portfolio. Gulp.
ごくごく飲む、人飲み。
Gulp water. Gulp water. Gulp in fear. Gulp in fear. Big gulp. Big gulp. Redundant.
余分な、解雇された。
Redundant staff. Redundant staff. Redundant words. Redundant words. Be made redundant. Be made redundant. Reinforcement.
補強、強化。
Military reinforcement. Military reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Structural reinforcement. Structural reinforcement. Eloquence.
雄弁。
Speak with eloquence. Speak with eloquence. Natural eloquence. Natural eloquence. Eloquence of the speech. Eloquence of the speech. Consistency.
一貫性。
Maintain consistency. Maintain consistency. Lack of consistency. Lack of consistency. Consistency in quality. Consistency in quality. Adolescent.
思春期の若者。
Adolescent behavior. Adolescent behavior. Adolescent child. Adolescent child. An adolescent phase. An adolescent phase. Exotic.
異国風の珍しい。
Exotic food. Exotic food. Exotic animal. Exotic animal. Exotic destination. Exotic destination. Vent.
感情を発散する通気口。
Vent frustration. Vent frustration. Air vent. Air vent. Vent emotions. Vent emotions. Casualty.
死傷者。
Civilian casualty. Civilian casualty. War casualty. War casualty. Number of casualties. Number of casualties. Plaintiff.
原告。
Filed by the plaintiff. Filed by the plaintiff. Plaintiff's lawyer. Plaintiff's lawyer. Plaintiff in the case. Plaintiff in the case. Shareholder.
株主。
Major shareholder. Major shareholder. Shareholder meeting. Shareholder meeting. Rights of shareholders. Rights of shareholders. Oppressive.
抑圧的な、過酷な。
Oppressive regime. Oppressive regime. Oppressive heat. Oppressive heat. Oppressive rules. Oppressive rules. Vulnerable.
傷つきやすい。
Vulnerable to attack. Vulnerable to attack. Emotionally vulnerable. Emotionally vulnerable. Vulnerable group. Vulnerable group. Query.
質問、質問する。
Answer a query. Answer a query. Submit a query. Submit a query. Customer query. Customer query. Triumphant.
勝ち誇った。
Triumphant smile. Triumphant smile. Triumphant return. Triumphant return. Triumphant tone. Triumphant tone. Worship.
崇拝する、崇拝。
Worship at the temple. Worship at the temple. Religious worship. Religious worship. Worship the gods. Worship the gods. Autonomy.
自治、自立。
Gain autonomy. Gain autonomy. Personal autonomy. Personal autonomy. Regional autonomy. Regional autonomy. Integrated.
統合された。
Integrated system. Integrated system. Fully integrated. Fully integrated. Integrated society. Integrated society. Composite.
合成の合成物。
Composite material. Composite material. Composite image. Composite image. Composite structure. Composite structure. Dweller.
住人。
City dweller. City dweller. Cave dweller. Cave dweller. Apartment dweller. Apartment dweller. Expire.
期限が切れる。
Passport expires. Passport expires. Expire soon. Expire soon. Membership expired. Membership expired. Explicit.
明確な、はっきりした。
Explicit instructions. Explicit instructions. Explicit content. Explicit content. Make it explicit. Make it explicit. Coherent.
一貫した、筋の通った。
Coherent argument. Coherent argument. Coherent structure. Coherent structure. Coherent explanation. Coherent explanation. Alleged.
申し立てられた。
Alleged crime. Alleged crime. Alleged suspect. Alleged suspect. Alleged incident. Alleged incident. Aristocratic.
貴族の。
Aristocratic family. Aristocratic family. Aristocratic title. Aristocratic title. Aristocratic manner. Aristocratic manner. Thrift.
倹約、節約。
Practice thrift. Practice thrift. Value thrift. Value thrift. Thrift store. Thrift store. Collide.
衝突する。
Cars collide. Cars collide. Collide with another object. Collide with another object. Collide in midair. Collide in midair. Toxic.
有毒な。
Toxic gas. Toxic gas. Toxic relationship. Toxic relationship. Toxic waste. Toxic waste. Designate.
指名する、指定する。
Designate a leader. Designate a leader. Designate an area. Designate an area. Designated driver. Designated driver. Hitch.
引っかかり、引っかかる。
Without a hitch. Without a hitch. A small hitch. A small hitch. Hitch a trailer. Hitch a trailer. Strategic.
戦略的な、
strategic decision, strategic decision, strategic location, strategic location, strategic plan, strategic plan, sneer,
あざ笑う、あざけり、
sneer at someone, sneer at someone, a cold sneer, a cold sneer, give a sneer, give a sneer, prosecute,
起訴する、遂行する、
prosecute a case, prosecute a case, prosecute the offender, prosecute the offender, decide to prosecute, decide to prosecute, assault,
暴行、暴行する、
assault charge, assault charge, victim of assault, victim of assault, commit an assault, commit an assault, dilemma,
ジレンマ、板挟み、
moral dilemma, moral dilemma, face a dilemma, face a dilemma, classic dilemma, classic dilemma, subconscious,
潜在意識の潜在意識、
subconscious mind, subconscious mind, subconscious desire, subconscious desire, in the subconscious, in the subconscious, equity,
公平、資産の純額、
gender equity, gender equity, equity in property, equity in property, invest in equity, invest in equity, parable,
例え話、偶話、
biblical parable, biblical parable, parable of wisdom, parable of wisdom, learn from a parable, learn from a parable, statute,
法律、法令、
state statute, state statute, statute of limitations, statute of limitations, enact a statute, enact a statute, entity,
存在、団体、
legal entity, legal entity, business entity, business entity, separate entity, separate entity, accelerate,
加速する、
accelerate quickly, accelerate quickly, accelerate growth, accelerate growth, accelerate the process, accelerate the process, devastate,
壊滅させる、
devastate the town, devastate the town, emotionally devastated, emotionally devastated, natural disaster devastates, natural disaster devastates, speculate,
推測する、投機する、
speculate about the future, speculate about the future, speculate in stocks, speculate in stocks, wildly speculate, wildly speculate, agitation,
動揺、扇動、
political agitation, political agitation. Agitation grew, agitation grew. In a state of agitation, in a state of agitation. Jurisdiction,
管轄権、
under jurisdiction, under jurisdiction. Legal jurisdiction, legal jurisdiction. Within the jurisdiction, within the jurisdiction. Allegedly,
申し立てによれば、
allegedly involved, allegedly involved. Allegedly guilty, allegedly guilty. Allegedly stolen, allegedly stolen. Submerge,
沈める、水没させる、
submerge a town, submerge a town. Submerge completely, submerge completely. Submerge in water, submerge in water. Divinity,
神聖、神学、
study divinity, study divinity. Believe in divinity, believe in divinity. Divinity of Christ, divinity of Christ. Artisan,
職人、熟練工、
local artisan, local artisan. Artisan bread, artisan bread. Skilled artisan, skilled artisan. Parental,
親の、
parental love, parental love. Parental control, parental control. Parental responsibility, parental responsibility. Suffice,
十分である、
that will suffice, that will suffice. Suffice to say, suffice to say. One example suffices, one example suffices. Burglary,
侵入等、強盗、
report a burglary, report a burglary. Convicted of burglary, convicted of burglary. Attempted burglary, attempted burglary. Interact,
交流する、
interact with people, interact with people. Interact naturally, interact naturally. Interactive learning, interactive learning. Ignition,
点火、
car ignition, car ignition. Ignition switch, ignition switch. Ignition key, ignition key. Segment,
部分、分割する、
market segment, market segment. Orange segment, orange segment. Segment the data, segment the data. Numb,
麻痺した、麻痺させる、
numb with cold, numb with cold. Emotionally numb, emotionally numb. Feel numb, feel numb. Lurk,
潜む、
lurking danger, lurking danger. Lurk in the shadows, Lurk in the shadows. Lurk online. Lurk online. Quote.
引用する、引用。
Quote a passage. Quote a passage. Famous quote. Famous quote. Quote from the book. Quote from the book. Hemisphere.
半球。
Northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere. Brain hemisphere. Brain hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Warehouse.
倉庫、倉庫に保管する。
Large warehouse. Large warehouse. Warehouse manager. Warehouse manager. Store in a warehouse. Store in a warehouse. Considerate.
思いやりのある。
A considerate person. A considerate person. Be considerate of others. Be considerate of others. Considerate behavior. Considerate behavior. Expel.
追放する。
Expel a student. Expel a student. Expel air. Expel air. Expel from the country. Expel from the country. Windmill.
風車。
Traditional windmill. Traditional windmill. Windmill turns. Windmill turns. Build a windmill. Build a windmill. Practitioner.
従事者。
Medical practitioner. Medical practitioner. Legal practitioner. Legal practitioner. Experienced practitioner. Experienced practitioner. Depict.
描く、描写する。
Depict a scene. Depict a scene. Depict the character. Depict the character. Accurately depict. Accurately depict. Aesthetic.
美的な、美学の。
Aesthetic value. Aesthetic value. Aesthetic sense. Aesthetic sense. Aesthetic appeal. Aesthetic appeal. Constraint.
制約、制限。
Time constraint. Time constraint. Budget constraint. Budget constraint. Under constraint. Under constraint. Emit.
放出する、発する。
Emit light. Emit light. Emit sound. Emit sound. Emit gases. Emit gases. Swirl.
渦巻く、渦巻き。
Swirl of smoke. Swirl of smoke. Leaf swirl. Leaf swirl. Swirl around. Swirl around. Propel.
推進する。
Propel forward. Propel forward. Propel by engine. Propel by engine. Strongly propel. Strongly propel. Substantially.
大いに、実質的に。
substantially increase, substantially increase, substantially different, substantially different, substantially complete, substantially complete, correlation,
相関関係、
positive correlation, positive correlation, high correlation, high correlation, correlation between A and B, correlation between A and B, dignify,
品位を与える、
dignify the ceremony, dignify the ceremony, dignify with attention, dignify with attention, dignify a position, dignify a position, treacherous,
裏切りの、危険な、
treacherous road, treacherous road, treacherous ally, treacherous ally, treacherous waters, treacherous waters, faction,
派閥、
political faction, political faction, split into factions, split into factions, rival factions, rival factions, entangle,
絡ませる、巻き込む、
entangle in wires, entangle in wires, entangle in conflict, entangle in conflict, entangled relationship, entangled relationship, luminous,
光り輝く、
luminous stars, luminous stars, luminous paint, luminous paint, luminous display, luminous display, suburban,
郊外の、
suburban area, suburban area, suburban life, suburban life, suburban train, suburban train, rave,
熱狂的に話す、絶賛、
rave reviews, rave reviews, rave about the movie, rave about the movie, rave fan, rave fan, raft,
いかだ、
wooden raft, wooden raft, build a raft, build a raft, cross by raft, cross by raft, extinguish,
消す、絶やす、
extinguish a fire, extinguish a fire, extinguish hope, extinguish hope, extinguish the light, extinguish the light, prologue,
序章、前置き、
prologue to the novel, prologue to the novel, short prologue, short prologue, read the prologue, read the prologue, communion,
交わり、生産、
religious communion, religious communion, communion with nature, communion with nature, take communion, take communion, bail,
保釈する、保釈、
post bail, post bail, Release on bail. Release on bail. Deny bail. Deny bail. Rumble.
ゴロゴロなる、ゴロゴロという音。
Rumble of thunder. Rumble of thunder. Stomach rumble. Stomach rumble. Rumble in the distance. Rumble in the distance. Adolescence.
思春期。
During adolescence. During adolescence. Adolescent stage. Adolescent stage. Problems in adolescence. Problems in adolescence. Vomit.
吐く、嘔吐。
Vomit blood. Vomit blood. Feel like vomiting. Feel like vomiting. Violent vomiting. Violent vomiting. Obsess.
取りつかれる。
Obsessed with appearance. Obsessed with appearance. Obsess over details. Obsess over details. Obsess about failure. Obsess about failure. Gush.
吹き出す、噴出。
Blood gushed out. Blood gushed out. Gush of emotion. Gush of emotion. Water gushing. Water gushing. Revenue.
収益、歳入。
Tax revenue. Tax revenue. Company revenue. Company revenue. Increase revenue. Increase revenue. Negligent.
怠慢な、不注意な。
Negligent behavior. Negligent behavior. Negligent in duty. Negligent in duty. Negligent attitude. Negligent attitude. Unify.
統一する。
Unify a nation. Unify a nation. Unify standards. Unify standards. Efforts to unify. Efforts to unify. Medication.
薬、投薬。
Take medication. Take medication. Prescribed medication. Prescribed medication. Medication schedule. Medication schedule. Gauge.
測定する、計器。
Gauge pressure. Gauge pressure. Fuel gauge. Fuel gauge. Gauge reaction. Gauge reaction. Slaughter.
虐殺する、虐殺。
Mass slaughter. Mass slaughter. Slaughter animals. Slaughter animals. Slaughterhouse worker. Slaughterhouse worker. Traverse.
横断する。
Traverse the desert. Traverse the desert. Traverse a bridge. Traverse a bridge. Traverse a region. Traverse a region. Tavern.
居酒屋。
Old tavern. Old tavern. Village tavern. Village tavern. Tavern owner. Tavern owner. rusty,
錆びた、
rusty bike, rusty bike, rusty skills, rusty skills, rusty metal, rusty metal, agonize,
苦悩する、
agonize over a decision, agonize over a decision, agonize for days, agonize for days, agonize emotionally, agonize emotionally, presidency,
大統領職、
during his presidency, during his presidency, presidency term, presidency term, run for presidency, run for presidency, hangover,
二日酔い、
bad hangover, bad hangover, suffer a hangover, suffer a hangover, hangover remedy, hangover remedy, pharmacy,
薬局、薬学、
go to the pharmacy, go to the pharmacy, pharmacy school, pharmacy school, pharmacy technician, pharmacy technician, wicket,
小さな門、ウィケット、
open the wicket, open the wicket, cricket wicket, cricket wicket, ticket wicket, ticket wicket, rapture,
歓喜、有頂天、
in rapture, in rapture, feel rapture, feel rapture, tears of rapture, tears of rapture, skid,
スリップする、スリップ、
car skidded, car skidded, skid on ice, skid on ice, skid marks, skid marks, assassinate,
暗殺する、
assassinate the leader, assassinate the leader, attempt to assassinate, attempt to assassinate, assassinated president, assassinated president, lust,
欲望、強く欲する、
overcome with lust, overcome with lust, lust for power, lust for power, uncontrollable lust, uncontrollable lust, abound,
たくさんある、
fish abound, fish abound, opportunities abound, opportunities abound, abound in nature, abound in nature, prostitute,
売春婦、売春する、
hire a prostitute, hire a prostitute, prostitute oneself, prostitute oneself, illegal prostitution, illegal prostitution, contaminate,
汚染する、
contaminate water, contaminate water, contaminate food, contaminate food, contaminated area, contaminated area, unstable,
不安定な、
unstable economy, unstable economy, emotionally unstable, emotionally unstable, unstable structure, unstable structure, archaic,
古風な、古代の、
archaic words, archaic words, archaic system, archaic system, archaic practices, archaic practices, durable,
耐久性のある、
durable goods, durable goods, durable material, durable material, highly durable, highly durable, retort,
言い返す、言い返し、
retort angrily, retort angrily, quick retort, quick retort, witty retort, witty retort, gender,
性別、
gender roles, gender roles, gender equality, gender equality, gender identity, gender identity, ongoing,
継続中の、
ongoing process, ongoing process, ongoing investigation, ongoing investigation, ongoing project, ongoing project, sarcastic,
皮肉な、
sarcastic comment, sarcastic comment, speak sarcastically, speak sarcastically, sarcastic tone, sarcastic tone, disaster,
災害、大失敗、
natural disaster, natural disaster, economic disaster, economic disaster, disaster struck, disaster struck, fad,
一時的流行、
latest fad, latest fad, short-lived fad, short-lived fad, follow a fad, follow a fad, analogy,
類推、類似、
draw an analogy, draw an analogy, analogy between A and B, analogy between A and B, use an analogy, use an analogy, assorted,
各種取り揃えた、
assorted chocolates, assorted chocolates, assorted items, assorted items, assorted colors, assorted colors, exalt,
高める、褒めたたえる、
exalt a hero, exalt a hero, exalt the values, exalt the values, exalted by success, exalted by success, integrity,
誠実、高潔、
personal integrity, personal integrity, professional integrity, professional integrity, act with integrity, act with integrity, defective,
欠陥のある、
defective product, defective product, defective part, defective part. Technically defective, technically defective. Attainment,
達成、習得。
educational attainment, educational attainment. Attainment of goals, attainment of goals. Level of attainment, level of attainment. Shudder,
身震いする、身震い。
shudder with fear, shudder with fear. A violent shudder, a violent shudder. Shudder at the thought, shudder at the thought. Cramp,
痙攣、痙攣する。
leg cramp, leg cramp. Severe cramp, severe cramp. Cramp during exercise, cramp during exercise. Frantic,
取り乱した、必死の。
frantic search, frantic search. Frantic call, frantic call. Frantic effort, frantic effort. Tickle,
くすぐる、くすぐり。
tickle someone, tickle someone. A tickling sensation, a tickling sensation. Tickle under the chin, tickle under the chin. Allegation,
申し立て。
deny the allegation, deny the allegation. Serious allegation, serious allegation. Make an allegation, make an allegation. Delicacy,
珍味、繊細さ。
local delicacy, local delicacy. Handle with delicacy, handle with delicacy. Cultural delicacy, cultural delicacy. Ecological,
生態学の、環境の。
ecological balance, ecological balance. Ecological system, ecological system. Ecological concern, ecological concern. Tug,
引っ張る、引っ張ること。
tug the rope, tug the rope. A gentle tug, a gentle tug. Tug of war, tug of war. Ironic,
皮肉な。
ironic twist, ironic twist. Ironically true, ironically true. Ironic tone, ironic tone. Lyric,
歌詞、叙情的な。
song lyrics, song lyrics. Lyric poem, lyric poem. Beautiful lyrics, beautiful lyrics. Rouge,
紅、紅を指す。
apply rouge, apply rouge. Red rouge, red rouge. Cheek rouge, cheek rouge. Sulfur,
硫黄。
smell of sulfur, smell of sulfur. Sulfur compound, sulfur compound. burning sulfur, burning sulfur. Ripple,
さざ波が立つ。
ripple effect, ripple effect. Water ripples, water ripples. Ripples of laughter, ripples of laughter. Testimony,
証言。
give testimony, give testimony. Witness testimony, witness testimony. Sworn testimony, sworn testimony. Recede,
後退する。
receding hairline, receding hairline. Water recedes, water recedes. Recede into distance, recede into distance. Ascertain,
確かめる。
ascertain the truth, ascertain the truth. Ascertain the cause, ascertain the cause. Ascertain the facts, ascertain the facts. Negligible,
ごくわずかな。
negligible effect, negligible effect. Negligible amount, negligible amount. Almost negligible, almost negligible. Compatible,
互換性のある、両立できる。
compatible devices, compatible devices. Mutually compatible, mutually compatible. Compatible with system, compatible with system. Aboriginal,
先住の、先住民。
aboriginal culture, aboriginal culture. Aboriginal community, aboriginal community. Aboriginal rights, aboriginal rights. Disdain,
軽蔑する、軽蔑。
with disdain, with disdain. Utter disdain, utter disdain. Disdain the offer, disdain the offer. Finite,
有限の。
finite resources, finite resources. Finite amount, finite amount. Life is finite, life is finite. Poach,
密猟する、盗む。
poach animals, poach animals. Poach staff, poach staff. Poached eggs, poached eggs. Paraphrase,
言い換える、言い換え。
paraphrase the sentence, paraphrase the sentence. Simple paraphrase, simple paraphrase. Paraphrase for clarity, paraphrase for clarity. Blur,
ぼやける、ぼやけたもの。
blur the image, blur the image. Blurred vision, blurred vision. Memory is a blur, memory is a blur. Prophecy,
予言。
ancient prophecy, ancient prophecy. Prophecy fulfilled, prophecy fulfilled. Make a prophecy, make a prophecy. hierarchy,
階級制度、序列。
social hierarchy, social hierarchy, corporate hierarchy, corporate hierarchy, top of the hierarchy, top of the hierarchy, decimal,
小数、小数の。
decimal point, decimal point, decimal system, decimal system, convert to decimal, convert to decimal, par,
同等、平均。
on par with, on par with, below par, below par, above par, above par, laptop,
ノートパソコン。
open a laptop, open a laptop, carry a laptop, carry a laptop, new laptop model, new laptop model, aviation,
航空。
aviation industry, aviation industry, aviation fuel, aviation fuel, history of aviation, history of aviation, captivity,
囚われの状態。
held in captivity, held in captivity, years of captivity, years of captivity, escaped captivity, escaped captivity, sterile,
無菌の、不毛の。
sterile equipment, sterile equipment, sterile land, sterile land, medically sterile, medically sterile, breakthrough,
大発見、突破口。
scientific breakthrough, scientific breakthrough, make a breakthrough, make a breakthrough, breakthrough idea, breakthrough idea, transcript,
写し、記録。
academic transcript, academic transcript, transcript of speech, transcript of speech, official transcript, official transcript, deodorant,
消臭剤。
use deodorant, use deodorant, spray deodorant, spray deodorant, roll on deodorant, roll on deodorant, desperation,
絶望、死に物狂い。
act in desperation, act in desperation, feeling of desperation, feeling of desperation, out of desperation, out of desperation, shrill,
甲高い、叫ぶ。
shrill voice, shrill voice, shrill sound, shrill sound, shrill cry, shrill cry, contagious,
感染性の、伝染する。
contagious disease, contagious disease, highly contagious, highly contagious, contagious laughter, contagious laughter, ambiguous,
曖昧な。
ambiguous statement, Ambiguous statement. Ambiguous meaning. Ambiguous meaning. Legally ambiguous. Legally ambiguous. Hostage.
人質、
Take a hostage. Take a hostage. Release the hostage. Release the hostage. Hostage situation. Hostage situation. Facilitate.
促進する、容易にする。
Facilitate communication. Facilitate communication. Facilitate learning. Facilitate learning. Facilitate the process. Facilitate the process. Sovereign.
主権者、主権を有する。
Sovereign state. Sovereign state. Sovereign nation. Sovereign nation. Absolute sovereign. Absolute sovereign. Addiction.
中毒、依存症。
Drug addiction. Drug addiction. Internet addiction. Internet addiction. Struggle with addiction. Struggle with addiction. Hitherto.
これまで、今まで。
Hitherto unknown. Hitherto unknown. Hitherto unseen. Hitherto unseen. Hitherto mentioned. Hitherto mentioned. Strangle.
絞め殺す、妨げる。
Strangle a victim. Strangle a victim. Strangle the economy. Strangle the economy. Strangle the idea. Strangle the idea. Maze.
迷路、混乱。
A maze of streets. A maze of streets. Get lost in a maze. Get lost in a maze. Mental maze. Mental maze. Quiver.
震える、震え。
Quiver with fear. Quiver with fear. Leaves quiver. Leaves quiver. A slight quiver. A slight quiver. Supervisor.
監督者、上司。
Factory supervisor. Factory supervisor. Team supervisor. Team supervisor. Under a supervisor. Under a supervisor. Conserve.
保存する、節約する。
Conserve energy. Conserve energy. Conserve nature. Conserve nature. Conserve water. Conserve water. Nurture.
育てる、養育。
Nurture talent. Nurture talent. Nurture children. Nurture children. Emotional nurture. Emotional nurture. Tilt.
傾ける、傾き。
Tilt the chair. Tilt the chair. Tilt of the head. Tilt of the head. Slightly tilted. Slightly tilted. Tonic.
元気づけるもの、強壮剤。
Herbal tonic. Herbal tonic. Tonic for the soul. Tonic for the soul. Take a tonic. Take a tonic. Integration.
統合、融合。
Racial integration. Racial integration. System integration. System integration. Social integration. Social integration. Dissolution.
解散、解消。
Dissolution of parliament. Dissolution of parliament. Company dissolution. Company dissolution. Dissolution of marriage. Dissolution of marriage. Arrogance.
傲慢。
Show arrogance. Show arrogance. Arrogance of power. Arrogance of power. Act with arrogance. Act with arrogance. Rotate.
回転する、交代する。
Rotate the wheel. Rotate the wheel. Rotate jobs. Rotate jobs. Earth rotates. Earth rotates. Tribal.
部族の。
Tribal customs. Tribal customs. Tribal leader. Tribal leader. Tribal conflict. Tribal conflict. Craze.
熱狂、一時的流行。
Fashion craze. Fashion craze. New craze. New craze. Craze for dancing. Craze for dancing. Pier.
桟橋。
Walk on the pier. Walk on the pier. Fishing pier. Fishing pier. Wooden pier. Wooden pier. Relic.
遺物、名残。
Ancient relic. Ancient relic. Religious relic. Religious relic. Relic of the past. Relic of the past. Aerial.
空中の、航空の。
Aerial view. Aerial view. Aerial attack. Aerial attack. Aerial photography. Aerial photography. Juvenile.
未成年者、未熟な。
Juvenile crime. Juvenile crime. Juvenile behavior. Juvenile behavior. Juvenile detention. Juvenile detention. Resolute.
断固とした。
Resolute decision. Resolute decision. Resolute attitude. Resolute attitude. Resolute leader. Resolute leader. Nourishment.
栄養、滋養。
Proper nourishment. Proper nourishment. Source of nourishment. Source of nourishment. Lack of nourishment. Lack of nourishment. Donor.
提供者、寄付者。
Blood donor. Blood donor. Organ donor. Organ donor. Generous donor. Generous donor. Coup.
クーデター、成功。
Military coup. Military coup. Successful coup. Successful coup. Stage a coup. Stage a coup. Underlying.
根本的な下にある。
Underlying cause. Underlying cause. Underlying issue. Underlying issue. Underlying message. Underlying message. Humiliate.
恥をかかせる。
Humiliate in public. Humiliate in public. Feel humiliated. Feel humiliated. Humiliate a rival. Humiliate a rival. Rarity.
珍しいもの。
Great rarity. Great rarity. Cultural rarity. Cultural rarity. A rarity in nature. A rarity in nature. Reddish.
赤みがかった。
Reddish hair. Reddish hair. Reddish hue. Reddish hue. Reddish soil. Reddish soil. Merge.
合併する、融合する。
Merge two companies. Merge two companies. Traffic merge. Traffic merge. Merge smoothly. Merge smoothly. Shrewd.
抜け目のない、賢い。
Shrewd investor. Shrewd investor. Shrewd judgment. Shrewd judgment. Shrewd strategy. Shrewd strategy. Glaze.
艶を出す、艶。
Glaze pottery. Glaze pottery. Glazed eyes. Glazed eyes. Sugar glaze. Sugar glaze. Parish.
教区、
Parish church. Parish church. Parish priest. Parish priest. Local parish. Local parish. Thereby.
それによって、
Thereby increasing. Thereby increasing. Thereby improving. Thereby improving. Thereby reducing. Thereby reducing. Unprecedented.
前例のない。
Unprecedented event. Unprecedented event. Unprecedented growth. Unprecedented growth. Unprecedented crisis. Unprecedented crisis. Validity.
有効性、
Test validity. Test validity. Question the validity. Question the validity. Legal validity. Legal validity. Norm.
規範、標準。
Social norm. Social norm. Cultural norms. Cultural norms. Norm of conduct. Norm of conduct. Vendor.
売り手、販売業者。
Street vendor. Street vendor. Software vendor. Software vendor. Approved vendor. Approved vendor. Diabetes.
糖尿病、
Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes. Diabetes treatment. Diabetes treatment. Diagnosed with diabetes. Diagnosed with diabetes. Momentum.
勢い、推進力、
Gain momentum. Gain momentum. Lose momentum. Lose momentum. Maintain momentum. Maintain momentum. Opt.
選ぶ、
Opt for change. Opt for change. Opt out. Opt out. Opt to stay. Opt to stay. Chunk.
大きな塊、
Chunk of ice. Chunk of ice. Chunk of text. Chunk of text. Large chunk. Large chunk. Secular.
世俗の、
Secular society. Secular society. Secular education. Secular education. Secular values. Secular values. Manipulate.
操作する、操る、
Manipulate data. Manipulate data. Manipulate a person. Manipulate a person. Manipulate results. Manipulate results. Sanction.
制裁、制裁を科す、
Economic sanctions. Economic sanctions. Impose a sanction. Impose a sanction. Give sanction. Give sanction. Poke.
つく、つき、
Poke with a stick. Poke with a stick. Poke fun. Poke fun. Poke someone. Poke someone. Immune.
免疫のある、
Immune system. Immune system. Immune to criticism. Immune to criticism. Immune response. Immune response. Remnant.
残り、異物、
Fabric remnant. Fabric remnant. Remnants of war. Remnants of war. Only a remnant. Only a remnant. Inventory.
在庫、棚卸し、
Check inventory. Check inventory. Inventory system. Inventory system. Low inventory. Low inventory. Grotesque.
奇怪な、奇怪なもの、
Grotesque image. Grotesque image. Grotesque creature. Grotesque creature. Grotesque humor. Grotesque humor. Discourse.
論説、談話、
Political discourse. Political discourse. Academic discourse. Academic discourse. Engage in discourse. Engage in discourse. Reminder.
思い出させるもの。
gentle reminder, gentle reminder, daily reminder, daily reminder, reminder email, reminder email, willingness,
意欲、心よくする気持ち。
willingness to help, willingness to help, show willingness, show willingness, lack of willingness, lack of willingness, verdict,
評決、判断。
guilty verdict, guilty verdict, reach a verdict, reach a verdict, deliver a verdict, deliver a verdict, nutrient,
栄養素。
essential nutrient, essential nutrient, plant nutrients, plant nutrients, nutrient-rich food, nutrient-rich food, syndrome,
症候群。
Down syndrome, Down syndrome, a rare syndrome, a rare syndrome, treatment for syndrome, treatment for syndrome, squad,
部隊、班。
police squad, police squad, football squad, football squad, squad leader, squad leader, credibility,
信頼性。
gain credibility, gain credibility, credibility gap, credibility gap, high credibility, high credibility, legislature,
立法機関。
national legislature, national legislature, pass through legislature, pass through legislature, state legislature, state legislature, collaboration,
協力、共同作業。
team collaboration, team collaboration, international collaboration, international collaboration, collaboration between artists, collaboration between artists, respondent,
回答者、被告。
survey respondent, survey respondent, legal respondent, legal respondent, respondent's opinion, respondent's opinion, racism,
人種差別。
fight racism, fight racism, systemic racism, systemic racism, racism in society, racism in society, infrastructure,
基盤施設、インフラ。
transport infrastructure, transport infrastructure, digital infrastructure, digital infrastructure, build infrastructure, build infrastructure, sovereignty,
主権。
national sovereignty, national sovereignty, sovereignty over territory, sovereignty over territory, assert sovereignty, assert sovereignty, behavioral,
行動の。
Behavioral science. Behavioral science. Behavioral problem. Behavioral problem. Behavioral therapy. Behavioral therapy. Sibling.
兄弟姉妹。
Older sibling. Older sibling. Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry. Close sibling relationship. Close sibling relationship. Synonym.
同義語。
Synonym for happy. Synonym for happy. Dictionary of synonyms. Dictionary of synonyms. Find a synonym. Find a synonym. Shoelace.
靴紐。
Tie shoelaces. Tie shoelaces. Loose shoelace. Loose shoelace. Broken shoelace. Broken shoelace. Verify.
検証する、確認する。
Verify identity. Verify identity. Verify the result. Verify the result. Verify facts. Verify facts. Gorge.
峡谷、腹いっぱい食べる。
Mountain gorge. Mountain gorge. Gorge on snacks. Gorge on snacks. Deep gorge. Deep gorge. Cult.
カルト、熱狂的集団。
Dangerous cult. Dangerous cult. Cult following. Cult following. Cult leader. Cult leader. Aptitude.
才能、適性。
Aptitude test. Aptitude test. Musical aptitude. Musical aptitude. High aptitude. High aptitude. Miser.
ケチ、主戦度。
Old miser. Old miser. Live like a miser. Live like a miser. Miser with wealth. Miser with wealth. Ramp.
傾斜路、ランプ。
Wheelchair ramp. Wheelchair ramp. Loading ramp. Loading ramp. Build a ramp. Build a ramp. Ore.
鉱石。
Iron ore. Iron ore. Mine ore. Mine ore. Rich in ore. Rich in ore. Abbreviate.
省略する。
Abbreviate a word. Abbreviate a word. Abbreviate name. Abbreviate name. Abbreviate the title. Abbreviate the title. Ingenuity.
独創性、巧妙さ。
Engineering ingenuity. Engineering ingenuity. Show ingenuity. Show ingenuity. Full of ingenuity. Full of ingenuity. Swap.
交換する、交換。
Swap gifts. Swap gifts. Swap seats. Swap seats. A book swap. A book swap. Afar.
遠くに、
From afar. From afar. See afar. See afar. Watch from afar. Watch from afar. Analogous.
類似の、
Analogous situation. Analogous situation. Analogous to. Analogous to. Analogous features. Analogous features. Allot.
割り当てる、
Allot time. Allot time. Allot resources. Allot resources. Allot tasks. Allot tasks. Dissent.
異議を唱える、異議、
Express dissent. Express dissent. Political dissent. Political dissent. Dissenting opinion. Dissenting opinion. Diverge.
分かれる、それる、
Paths diverge. Paths diverge. Diverge from tradition. Diverge from tradition. Opinions diverge. Opinions diverge. Distaste.
嫌悪、反感、
Distaste for violence. Distaste for violence. Feel distaste. Feel distaste. Express distaste. Express distaste. Overt.
公然の、明白な、
Overt racism. Overt racism. Overt action. Overt action. Overt conflict. Overt conflict. Ordeal.
試練、辛い体験、
Face an ordeal. Face an ordeal. Survive the ordeal. Survive the ordeal. A long ordeal. A long ordeal. Crescent.
三日月型、三日月型の、
Crescent moon. Crescent moon. A crescent shape. A crescent shape. Waxing crescent. Waxing crescent. Outnumber.
数で勝る、
Outnumber opponents. Outnumber opponents. Greatly outnumbered. Greatly outnumbered. Women outnumber men. Women outnumber men. Pact.
協定、約束、
Sign a pact. Sign a pact. Peace pact. Peace pact. Secret pact. Secret pact. Consolation.
慰め、安らぎ、
Seek consolation. Seek consolation. Words of consolation. Words of consolation. A small consolation. A small consolation. Purge.
追放する、追放、
Purge the system. Purge the system. Political purge. Political purge. Purge old files. Purge old files. Distortion.
歪み、ねじれ、
Sound distortion. Sound distortion. Distortion of facts. Distortion of facts. Visual distortion. Visual distortion. Remorse.
後悔、良心の呵責。
Feel remorse. Feel remorse. Deep remorse. Deep remorse. Remorse for actions. Remorse for actions. Apathy.
無関心。
Public apathy. Public apathy. Emotional apathy. Emotional apathy. Apathy towards politics. Apathy towards politics. Lifelike.
実物そっくりの。
Lifelike statue. Lifelike statue. Lifelike drawing. Lifelike drawing. Look lifelike. Look lifelike. Transit.
通過、輸送。
Public transit. Public transit. In transit. In transit. Transit system. Transit system. Faithless.
裏切りの、不誠実な。
Faithless lover. Faithless lover. Faithless friend. Faithless friend. Act of faithlessness. Act of faithlessness. Enrage.
激怒させる。
Enrage the crowd. Enrage the crowd. Enraged response. Enraged response. Enrage someone with words. Enrage someone with words. Ply.
精を出す、行き来する。
Ply a route. Ply a route. Ply a trade. Ply a trade. Boats ply the river. Boats ply the river. Dogma.
教義、独断。
Religious dogma. Religious dogma. Challenge dogma. Challenge dogma. Strict dogma. Strict dogma. Occupant.
居住者、占有者。
Room occupant. Room occupant. Previous occupant. Previous occupant. Sole occupant. Sole occupant. Excerpt.
抜粋、抜粋する。
Read an excerpt. Read an excerpt. Excerpt from a novel. Excerpt from a novel. Excerpted paragraph. Excerpted paragraph. Erroneous.
誤った。
Erroneous assumption. Erroneous assumption. Erroneous report. Erroneous report. Factually erroneous. Factually erroneous. Siege.
包囲。
Under siege. Under siege. Siege warfare. Siege warfare. Lay siege to. Lay siege to. Adornment.
装飾、飾り。
Hair adornment. Hair adornment. Simple adornment. Simple adornment. Festive adornment. Festive adornment. Notional.
概念的な、名目上の。
Notional value. Notional value. Notional idea. Notional idea. Notional concept. Notional concept. Militant.
好戦的な、活動家。
Militant group. Militant group. Militant protester. Militant protester. Militant stance. Militant stance. Bin.
ゴミ箱、容器。
Trash bin. Trash bin. Recycling bin. Recycling bin. Storage bin. Storage bin. Inconceivable.
考えられない。
Almost inconceivable. Almost inconceivable. Seem inconceivable. Seem inconceivable. Inconceivable situation. Inconceivable situation. Bonfire.
焚き火、大きな焚き火。
Light a bonfire. Light a bonfire. Bonfire night. Bonfire night. Huge bonfire. Huge bonfire. Constable.
巡査。
Village constable. Village constable. Police constable. Police constable. Speak to a constable. Speak to a constable. Gravestone.
墓石。
Carved gravestone. Carved gravestone. Ancient gravestone. Ancient gravestone. Gravestone inscription. Gravestone inscription. Enmity.
敵意、憎しみ。
Deep enmity. Deep enmity. Feel enmity. Feel enmity. Mutual enmity. Mutual enmity. Chronic.
慢性的な。
Chronic disease. Chronic disease. Chronic pain. Chronic pain. Chronic stress. Chronic stress. Forearm.
前腕、備える。
Strengthen forearms. Strengthen forearms. Forearm muscles. Forearm muscles. Enter the forearm. Enter the forearm. Interrogate.
尋問する。
Interrogate a suspect. Interrogate a suspect. Police interrogation. Police interrogation. Interrogate carefully. Interrogate carefully. Exempt.
免除する、免除された。
Exempt from tax. Exempt from tax. Exempt employee. Exempt employee. Exempt status. Exempt status. Monopolize.
独占する。
Monopolize the market. Monopolize the market. Monopolize attention. Monopolize attention. Attempt to monopolize. Attempt to monopolize.